And the first question I'd like to throw out to the panelists here is this understanding of not just ETs, but what is it about consciousness? How do we have to shift if we're going to meet the other? Because in a sense they're us and they're not us. So let me just start with Clifford Stone and see his own, talk about his own contact with ETs and what is it about human beings that we have to change.
Well, I think that we have to go ahead and...
Want to stand up and talk? Yes.
There.
And why don't you just take that mic to, just stand up so people can see you.
Those of you who don't know me, I'm Clifford Stone. But no, I think that we have to actually grow more spiritually, and I'm not talking about religion here. Yeah, I'm a religious person, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our interaction, our concerns for others, our concerns for the betterment of the world around us, the betterment of the world as a whole. And I also believe that governments are trying to push towards disclosing, but I'll tell you right now, the British government in 2010 had a group of scientists get together and they were asked, what impact do you think would have should it be acknowledged that we have just radio signals from a highly evolved intelligence race from out in space? What impact do you think that will have on the world as a whole? Do you know we don't know an answer to that? We do not know what impact it will have on people in general. We're not sure whether they could accept it. So that question remains open, even though most of us within ourselves believe we can answer it, that we can accept it. It's not going to change us any shape, form, or fashion. But I want to get that point across, but at the same time, I want to tell you before we can go out there, we are going to have to go ahead and become much more spiritually inclined as far as our interactions with one another. And if that doesn't happen, we're not going out there. And I don't really know what the answer is as to possible high births being developed by our visitors. But one thing I want to go ahead and throw out at you is what if we don't change spiritually? What if we can't begin to solve our problems differently? What if we wind up destroying ourselves? And ladies and gentlemen, we're not out of the woods yet. The whole situation is the world is a very dangerous place. So what if we destroy ourselves? Has our visitors already decided they are going to make the decision for us? Is that the reason for the high births? That if we wind up destroying ourselves, they're going to go ahead and say, okay, let's do it all over again. Let's see if we get it right this time. That's all I have to say at this time.
We'll come back to you. Thank you, Clifford. Yes.